Hey! Do you have any plans to go somewhere?
Not particularly. Why?
I haven't been able to go anywhere lately. I've been wanting to go somewhere. I've been asking around to the other moms, but no one will tell me anything.
Of course they won't tell you, Jessica.
What do you mean?
Because if they tell you about their outings, it will just ruin their plans.
What do you mean? That sounds like I'm annoying them. Don't say that, okay? I'm a little bit hurt by that.
Isn't that the truth, though? A few weeks ago, you crashed Mia's family vacation by tagging along. And they got angry with you. I heard that since then, you and Mia stopped talking to each other.
Yeah, I thought Mia was a nice person, but she turned out to be really cold. It was my birthday, and I just wanted to celebrate. And she was so terrible about it.
Isn't Mia's husband's birthday on the same day as yours? Since you and her husband don't have anything to do with each other, I think it's odd that he would tag along on their trip.
But they were going to Las Vegas, and it was such a fancy hotel. I had no choice but to tag along.
So you're saying you did tag along?
Anyways, the money I borrowed from them, I already returned it, so it's fine.
Of course, but in reality, you were planning to freeload of them, weren't you?
I thought it would be okay for me to just pay for the travel expenses.
Unbelievable. Is this how you piggyback on trips and freeload meals from the other moms? How many times have you done it?
I don't know. I can't count them individually.
You've done it more times than you can count, huh?
I wouldn't put it as tagging along. After all, going out with a big group is more fun, right? I'm just trying to make the most out of the outing and join in. It's just how I bring my warmth.
You're just being a nuisance. Don't do it. If you keep doing this, you're going to lose all your friends. In fact, even the other moms in your group have already given up on you.
That's terrible to say. I care about what you say, so don't say such things.
Then don't do something that will annoy other people, understood?
I didn't mean to bother them.
Jessica, even if you don't intend to, the people around you are still bothered.
Yeah. Don't get so preachy. So, Patricia, do you have any plans to go anywhere?
You're never satisfied, are you? Even if I do have plans, I won't tell you, Jessica.
That's not fair. I'm not asking to be pampered or anything. It's okay if you tell me.
But isn't that the whole point for you, Jessica? To be pampered?
Oh, you caught me.
Honestly? Well, anyway, I have to go prepare dinner now. I'll see you later.
I heard about the good news.
What is it? Are you trying to do something bad again?
I'm not going to tell you right now.
If you're trying to crash someone's trip again, don't do it.
No. This time, I thought we could celebrate together. I'm going with you.
Really? So you're going because you're invited?
Well, something like that.
You're acting awfully suspicious, aren't you? If it's anything suspicious, please stop it.
It's okay.
What's okay?
It's been a while since I've been to a fancy restaurant. I'm looking forward to it.
A fancy restaurant?
Yeah, since I have a big family, it's not often we get to go to fancy restaurants, so I'm looking forward to it.
This time you're not going alone? You're bringing your family?
Sometimes I want to give my kids a good time too. My husband loves meat, so I thought it'd be good for all of them to come. And it's actually his birthday that day.
So, Jessica, you're going to celebrate with him?
Yeah, that's right. I'm such a good wife, aren't I?
Your husband will definitely be happy about that. It's good for you to do something nice every once in a while.
You're saying it like it's something rude. I have my family in mind too, you know. So, if you'll excuse me, I'm hoping my husband will be happy about the meal. I'm sure he will be happy. Thanks, Patricia.
What? I haven't done anything to deserve thanks.
Sorry, I was just talking to myself. Okay, I'll chat with you later. Hiya! Are you on your way to the restaurant now?
What?
We're sitting at the table in the fancy restaurant registered under the name Williams. My family will be dining with us. Thanks for already paying the bill in advance. Well, I'll go ahead and enjoy the meal. Bye now.
My last name's Johnson, not Williams.
What? Patricia? Isn't your last name Williams?
No. Who's Williams?
Wait a minute. Then, is this reservation for you? So you mean you didn't reserve this?
I mean, Jessica, where are you now? We're at the restaurant.
What? We're at a place called The Meat Shop.
It's the wrong restaurant.
I thought we were celebrating here.
How did you know it was that restaurant? Rather, who did you get your information from?
Your child at school was talking about going to a fancy restaurant and bragging about it. So I told my son to get more details and ordered him to investigate.
You couldn't get the information from the other moms, so you're using your kids now for intel? How scheming of you.
But my son said the mom group is going to the fanciest restaurant in the area.
Sure, my daughter said we're going to a fine dining restaurant. But she didn't say we were going to the fanciest restaurant in town.
What?
I'm sure your daughter exaggerated the story.
Lies. So Patricia, you're not going to this restaurant then?
No, I'm not. I mean, we can't afford such an expensive restaurant. The cheapest set meal there is almost $400, right? We have a lot of people, so we can't afford that kind of money.
When you say a lot of people, does that mean you're bringing your parents too?
Actually, we booked a table at a restaurant for my father-in-law's 60th birthday celebration. By the way, it's not at a restaurant called The Meat Shop. It's at a more reasonably priced shop called Gurie's.
That's a completely different restaurant name.
Are you sure you're okay?
What?
That reservation is for a person with the last name Williams, isn't it?
It was. You said your appointment was at 12. You're almost here, right? Please help.
How can I help you?
I think on behalf of this William person, they're asking me to pay the bill. I need to borrow some money. I ended up eating for 10 people, so maybe let me borrow $600. That should be enough.
Don't talk nonsense. There's no way I can lend you that much money.
Then what should I do?
Isn't your husband with you?
Yes. I was able to celebrate my husband's birthday today.
Then why don't you explain the situation to your husband and see what you both can do about it?
I can't. My in-laws are also with us today. I can't let them find out that I tried to steal the mom group's restaurant reservations. I can't let them find out.
Jessica, you brought this upon yourself. You don't have a choice. If you don't move quickly, the real Williams is going to show up.
Wait a minute. I heard a man arguing with the waitress at the entrance.
I think that might be the Williams person.
Oh my god, the guy is coming over here.
Oh, you're in trouble now.
Please help me.
I don't know. I've got a dinner party to go to. So, if you'll excuse me.
I've had a rough day. So, this Williams guy was a client at my husband's business. I had no idea.
What? Is your husband okay? Did it affect his work?
I managed to get them to forgive us by saying that I would pay. I said it was entirely my fault, and that they shouldn't blame my husband for the mistake.
That's good to hear.
But I had to pay the $700 in food we ate and the additional $700 in food we ordered on top. I ended up paying $1,400 for the meal. It's so bad.
$1,400? How are you going to pay for it? You don't have that kind of money, do you?
My in-laws put up the money. They said they would pay it over time, but they were very upset about it.
I'm glad it worked out, but it's so sad for your in-laws to have to pay so much money in one day.
It's sad for me. Afterwards, my husband and my in-laws chewed me out for an hour.
It's just a scolding. That's not so bad, right?
It's not just that. If I messed up again, they told me they were going to send me off to work in a faraway shop owned by a relative.
Honestly, I wish you'd be sent away to the shop run by your husband's relatives.
That's terrible! Terrible! That's what happened, and it's also your fault, Patricia.
Excuse me? It's not my fault.
Your last name is Johnson. Why didn't you tell me that?
No. You did it to yourself, Jessica. You just misunderstood. I never said my last name was Williams. I don't even remember saying that.
Because I only have your first name in my phone. I couldn't remember your last name. Next time, to avoid this, you should let the people around you know your last name.
I don't understand what you're talking about. There's no need for me to go out of my way to tell everyone my last name. Can you please stop saying weird stuff?
No! I've always been successful at it until now.
You're always causing trouble for other people. Isn't the punishment this time just karma? Haven't you learned your lesson yet?
I won't give up.
What? Don't tell me you're trying to do the same thing again. You've had a 100% success rate up until now, right?
This is ridiculous.
What's ridiculous is your head. Use your head to think about how to return the money you borrowed from your in-laws.
You're making a fool of me. Just you wait. So, are we having lunch with the mom group next time? I haven't been invited yet.
Jessica, you're having a hard time repaying your in-laws, right? Are you okay? That's why I didn't dare to invite you.
Don't say that. You're just trying to exclude me from the group.
That's not true.
But all the other mom friends were invited.
If you really want to join, it's fine. But can you afford it? It's a fancy restaurant this time, so I don't think we can cover the expenses for you.
Oh, I heard that you were going to a fancy restaurant.
Are you thinking like last time to hijack our reservation? Don't cause any more trouble for your family. Your in-laws already said they can't help you next time.
I don't intend to cause trouble for my family. You can relax. I'm not that stupid.
But you're thinking of doing something stupid again, right?
I don't know about that, Patricia. If you apologized and paid for my lunch, I will forgive you.
Apologize? I don't have anything to apologize for, do I?
You haven't learned your lesson at all. In that case, there's nothing I can do.
Wait a minute. Don't cause any more trouble for others. I'm getting angry now, too.
Go ahead and get mad all you want. I'm also quite furious with you. Well, I'm looking forward to that day. This time was a great success. The high-end French restaurant that you guys booked for lunch, I ended up taking it.
Too bad. We went to the restaurant yesterday.
What? But the reservation was definitely under the name Johnson, right?
I knew you were going to take advantage of it, so we left the reservation as is, but changed the date. The meal was only for one person. Don't you think that was a little suspicious?
I thought the restaurant was being considerate and accommodating the rest of the guests later.
You're always so scheming. I think you know what I mean. You're going to have to pay for that meal on your own.
Oh!
The meal was only for one person, right? I think it was $100.
I didn't bring my wallet.
What?
I thought that if I had brought my wallet, you guys wouldn't have paid for me. So I didn't bring it on purpose.
What kind of logic is that? You're so shameless, it's impressive.
Don't be impressed. Help me.
You're asking the wrong person for help. You haven't learned your lesson, Jessica. You keep trying to bother us, Jessica.
But everyone always treats me like an outcast.
Like we said before, we didn't exclude you. We didn't invite you out of consideration. To be honest, we don't spend a lot of time thinking much about you. If it weren't for the money, we would have invited you.
You say you didn't think much of me, but behind my back, everyone is talking shit about me, aren't they? Even at yesterday's lunch, everyone was talking behind my back, right?
No, we weren't. Besides, we hardly even talk about you.
Even so, it's still annoying.
But now, everyone's getting excited to talk about you.
What? Are you with everyone now?
No, we're just chatting on the group chat. And of course, we're talking about the crap you've tried to pull off. Everyone is laughing.
They're talking shit about me, weren't they? Everyone's ganging up on me. It's all because of what you did, right?
I don't think you can blame us, right?
What? It's your fault, not mine. Take responsibility and pay for the meal.
Pay for what you ate yourself. We didn't know you would try and steal the reservation.
No way, no way, no way. That's a problem. If things stay like this, we'll be caught for skipping out on the bill.
So why not call someone for help?
That's why I'm asking you for help, Patricia.
You thought I would help you?
Because you're my friend.
I'm sorry, but I have no intention of helping you in the slightest. I think we should also stop associating with each other from now on.
What?
Isn't it obvious? Why should I be friends with someone who keeps causing us trouble and doesn't learn from their mistakes? By the way, the other moms are also cutting ties with you.
That's not true.
Everyone else in the mom group except me has blocked you. Did you not notice?
Now that you mention it, I noticed that there were some moms whose messages I hadn't seen marked as read yet.
Seems like they're more fed up than I was.
Oh no! Since you wouldn't help me, I was trying to reach out to one of the other moms for help.
I don't think anyone else will help you. Why don't you reach out to your family before the meal is over?
Patricia, I'll apologize for it this time. Can you lend me some money? I don't want the police to come or to let my family know.
Impossible. Sorry. I don't want anything to do with you either. If I lend you the money, I'll have to keep in touch until you pay me back. That's not something I want to do.
I'll pay you back right away, and then you can stop being friends with me. How about that?
No. All of this back and forth messaging is just a waste of time. I've already contacted your husband.
What? How did you get my husband's contact info in the first place?
Actually, after the other dinner fiasco the other night, your husband came over to my place to apologize.
Did he?
Jessica, I honestly explained the situation to your husband and in-laws.
That's because they hate lies the most. When my husband came to apologize, did you guys exchange contact information?
Yes. They also told me that if you caused any more trouble, then I was free to contact them. I didn't realize it would be so handy so soon.
Wow, I just got a call from my husband. It's true that you really contacted him.
That's great. Your husband must be pretty mad at you.
He's extremely angry. He said he's also going to let my parents know about this.
So you're definitely being shipped off to the faraway family shop, aren't you?
Why are you so happy about that?
If you go there, we won't have to see each other for a while, right?
Do you really hate me that much?
If I'm being honest, yeah, I dislike you.
That's an awful thing to say. This is too much.
You sowed the seeds yourself, didn't you?
Please, tell my husband it's all a misunderstanding. I don't want to go to work at the lousy family shop.
No. And if your husband doesn't help you, I'll go to the police, okay? I think that would be more troublesome.
Please! If you want me to get down on my knees and beg, I'll get down on my knees. Please help me this time.
I don't need you to get down on your knees. I don't want you to apologize.
So how can you help me?
I don't know, since I don't have any obligation to help you.
Well,
I don't think we'll be seeing each other for a while. I'm going to block you.
Jessica, wait, you can't block me.
Good luck moving forward. After this communication, Jessica and I cut off all ties. Afterwards, her husband rushed to her side, and it seems like he took care of the payment. Then, as promised, Jessica was sent to work in her family's shop far away to work and live. According to her husband, until the lent money from the in-laws is worked off and repaid, she won't be able to return. It seems like it'll be a while before Jessica returns from working. Now that the freeloading Jessica is gone, I can finally spend some quality time in peace with the other moms.